Hi, Fashion Dolls. It is finally Friday, November 7th, and welcome to an all new episode of Style by Stevie. My cousin is back today. My cousin Sherry, my beautiful, amazing cousin who is also co-owner here at Style by Stevie. She is back with me for her third guest appearance. She won a beauty competition and she is here to share her journey with me today. So, y'all, let's give a warm welcome to my cousin. Yes, she is my blood cousin. And I love her so much. Like, we used to go shopping and everything together, and we text almost every single day. So let me share this live with her so that we can get her in here. And we can get this show started, y'all. Are y'all ready? Happy Friday. Please apologize. I apologize for my tardiness. What I had to do was share the OOTD, the outfit of the day. And y'all know it takes a girl a little bit. You know, us South Carolina girls got to be pretty. Also, don't forget, November 28th, I will be going on Faith is the Substance, her show. I will be going on her show, November 28th. That is the day after Thanksgiving. So I hope you all are doing as awesome as I am. I feel as awesome. My hair is an ode to Janet Jackson's Velvet Rope Tour, if you're wondering. Yes. And it is hints of green. It has hints of red, but she had hints of red and black. So it's very reminiscent of Janet's hair at the Velvet Rope Tour. And I wanted something that was very beautiful and sensual. And this is it. So while we're waiting on my cousin to get here, let me let her know she can come on in. Oh, I'm super excited that she's here. And you guys can go and check out next week's show lineup. It is up right now also. So y'all make sure y'all also stay tuned and vote for your favorite look of the week. It was 4 different looks. And all... Oh, Lord. I'll audition to Kanye later. But without further ado, my cousin is here, y'all. Are y'all ready? Please welcome back to the dollhouse my beautiful, amazing cousin and co-owner here at Style by Stevie, Sherry McMillan. There
Hello.
we are.
Good
Hey,
afternoon.
cuz.
How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you?
I'm great. I was trying to share the video with a couple of people to see who can come in. How many did you say I was supposed to do? Like 3 or 4, right? Let's
Yeah,
see.
you can do as many as you want. It'll let you share with as many people as you want.
Oh, okay.
Welcome
Whew.
if you're just coming in.
Yeah.
My cousin
Thank you.
Sharon. I need you guys to do the same as well also.
All right.
TGIF, everyone. Finally, Friday. Finally.
Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. It's finally Friday. All right. I just sent it to a few people. I guess people can come on. Oh, my aunt is on here. And my cousin. Is that my cousin? Yeah. So I got a couple of people on here. One of our cousins is on.
Welcome. Hi, family. Hi, family. We're all family in here. And my fashion dolls, welcome if you're just coming in. We are here with my beautiful cousin. And we've already did 2 shows together. The
Yeah.
second time she was here, we were talking about something that was very serious, and that was PCOS. So the first time we were talking about ways that you can cut back. She introduced a number of products that can also help, I think, the first and the second time, and
Yes,
then
I
some
did.
makeup products as well too. So this time she's back for her third appearance because something big happened, and I'm not gonna say it, but I know what it is. I'm gonna let her tell what it is.
Oh, good afternoon, everyone. Um, so last weekend I had the pleasure of running the race for full figured women. And
Yes.
as a contestant, I came in second runner up. So I did win a trophy. for a second runner
Yes.
up. And I did get a, if I have it right here, I had got an arm sash, which is, I'm not sure what I did with it because I've been everywhere. But yeah, so I had got an arm sash and a trophy, and it was an incredible experience. I had a great time.
Because and when we talked, when the last time we talked at the family gathering, you told me, "Oh my God, I got to pick out my dress. I don't know which color." And then the last time you were here on the show, you were promoting it and everything, and I said, "Girl, you got this in the bag." I think I texted you when you sent
You
me the
sure
flyer and
did.
everything. You
A couple
texted
of
me
people
and
did, and
everything.
I was grateful for the support, because a lot of people, um, they don't really support you as much as you support them. But
Yeah,
I had a great time. So many people poured into me from outside and also from within the pageant, as well. The pageant sisters, they were completely amazing. And when I say Perugia is one of the best directors I ever met, yeah, she did that, and she does it every year. But yes, I mean, this is a great experience. I don't know what else to say about it. But I would suggest that if you are a full figure woman and you love yourself, my particular director only does North Carolina and Virginia. But these pageants apparently are in other states. I had no idea. So New York has it. I think Connecticut and I don't know, a couple other states. But yeah, so it's actually a thing for full figure women to run in the pageant and not just do it locally, but they get to go to nationals. So I said, wow, this is a amazing journey. And the three ladies that won, they are just so beautiful, spirit wise, inside and out. They do a lot of stuff. That I felt like, wow, that's amazing, and so I really enjoyed the experience. But yes, the pageant. You guys need to really, really look into it. If you go to Miss Full Figured, I think there's a page. The name is Miss Full Figured, and if you type it in, you'll see it pop up. And I was in the one for North Carolina, so I really enjoyed it. That's all I
and
can
you came
say.
in second place. Second place.
Yes.
And I predicted, I said, you got this, cuz, and I've been sharing. When you sent it to me, I reposted it on my Facebook
Yes,
and
that really
everything.
helped me a
And
lot. Hi, one of the queens that won. She's on here right now. Her name is Ken
welcome,
Rainey. Yes, my pageant sister is
welcome,
on here and she won. So I am super excited about the journey. But I just want to encourage people to do it. Love yourself, believe in yourself, and being a part of the pageant, their motto is size has no barrier. So I really think that that's a good motto to live by. Yes. See my sister saying yes. That's a really good motto to live by because, as I shared with you before, people look down on you for being a bigger girl or a bigger woman, and then you go through some bullying, you go through not loving yourself, you go through not feeling appreciated or wanted. You go through so many emotions, and I'm just talking from teenager up to now. I'm 41 years old. So I'm talking about all the years, that you go through things, but a lot of people don't know because people don't share that with people, and if you're not a strong person by being big and beautiful, it can mess you up mentally because people don't talk about what they went through or how they feel or whatever. I thank God though that I had one good, no, not one good. I had a few good best friends. But one of my best friends, when I say she used to go to bat for me, don't you be talking about sister like that. She beautiful too and all the, and it was funny back then. But now, you become appreciative of that. And that's my friend Angie I'm talking about because she had more bone and heart than I did, because I'm just not saying I was a quiet, shy girl, but I wasn't the one that like confrontation and stuff like that. That wasn't me. I was always the young girl trying to grow up being a Christian and keep yourself together. Um, Everybody has things that they go through and they make mistakes, but like I said, the one thing overall is to love yourself. Love yourself. I cannot share. And what's funny is we have to do interviews and we have to do questions as part of the pageant process. And the question I got asked me about what have I learned about myself during this pageant. And how I answered it was I learned that I too am beautiful, no matter my size or my shape, because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. And what I say, the crowd went crazy. It wasn't that many people on the first night, but they loved my answer because it's a true statement, and you really have to, hello, somebody speaking, hello, and you really have
Alvin,
to,
yes, and he's been asking about you too, girl. He was like,
oh,
"When is she coming
hey,
back? If not him, then Deshaun. When is your cousin
hi.
coming back to the show?" I said, "She's coming."
Yes, yes. I wanted to wait till after the pageant was over before I made my reappearance. Because I was gonna come on here and just talk about. I know I talked about like on my way up to the pageant, but I wanted to come and talk
Yeah,
about like after the pageant because you get real nervous. You could ask Ken is up here. You get real nervous on the day of and the day after because you have to be ready to answer these questions. You have to give a speech. My speech was on the PCOS that we talked about the last time,
yeah.
and you know, I really enjoyed the process. You have to have your money ready. You know what I'm saying, but the director, she worked with you on that, and your outfit's got to be on point. Like you got to be ready, ready, so that I don't know how the scoring system is because it is a scoring system, but you gotta, look really, really nice. And I did. Thank you. You did too, Ken. Woo woo. And I did every category except talent. So I had a cute swimwear. I had we had to do swimwear, fashionista. We had to have a day wear outfit where you do your speech. You had to do fashionista, swimwear, international, and I'll be like posting some of my pictures. Um, I haven't posted many of my pictures just yet, but I'll be posting the pictures of the different scenes, what I wore because the photographer that Perugia hired, I think she hired him, but the photographer was really, really good. He got some really good shots of everybody. And that's what I like about the pageant is that everybody had a time to shine. And in actuality, everybody won something because how she do it is the queens they win, the three categories, and then you have is it six other categories that you can win as well, but it's per group. So three different groups we had this time around, and then each group had either two or three. I mean four. So everybody got to win something because she'll do the first winners, and then she do first, second, and third runner ups. So I thought it was an amazing thing because everybody got to win something. And then she gave us a nice thank you gift. We got like a little plaque thing. And then we also got like a gift bag with, she had some cute stuff in there, a bonnet and um, a necklace and a couple of nice stuff. So I really think that that's amazing too because she made us feel welcomed and she made us feel appreciated.
And Alvin asked the question because he wants to know why I
No,
have a
no,
lot
no,
of
no.
pageants
The
started cutting out
the
talent
talent portion
portion.
was not cut out. I just didn't do talent. The girl right there, she got it. Number one, her name is Ken Rady. She did an amazing job. She won talent because she did. It was only like three people that did talent anyway, out of the 12 of us total. Only three people did talent, and she did a nice job. She did some roller skating thing, and she came out with this cape, and she said, "Who's that lady?" And then she took the cape off, and she did roll bounce, and then she did the Michael Jackson on the skates, girl. What? Let me tell you, she did that. She did that. Yeah, talent is not cut out. It's just that I didn't choose to do talent. But that girl Ken Rainey right there, hey, hey, she got that. She did that. Yes, everybody loved her talent. So she did the dancing on the skates, and then two other women, they sang a song. One did a gospel song, the other one did an original piece, and everybody was good. Everything was good. I mean, everything was good. And then we got to stay at a nice hotel too. That was good too. What? We had got the Marriott for a reasonable price. Look at our cousin up here. Hey girl.
Yes.
Marilyn is on. So we got to stay at the Marriott for a discounted rate, and the room was nice. They doing renovations and things, but the room that I stayed in was nice. And I really appreciate, like I said, my director because she really took care of us from day one up until the ending. Like, and I know that has to be stressful for her as a director because there we got an exquisite queen up here. Yes, my girl Trace is joined. Hey y'all, hey y'all. I'm
Family
talking
is
about
coming in.
pageant talk
And
and
my
after
fashion show.
pageant and things that took place during the pageant. So thank you guys for coming on. I really, really appreciate it. So Queen, Exquisite Queen NC, she was the one that won last year. But when I say she became like a coach, a friend, a mentor, just an all around person, yeah, Treese, y'all better look her up. And she has an amazing boutique that I have been shopping at for my little jewelries for me and my mama. And I actually bought a nice coffee cup too. I still got that coffee cup. So anyhow, yes. So I'm up here talking about Pat. Okay, one of my other Tasso Fly. Hey, how are you? The other pageant girl just joined. So these are my see when I say they all supportive, they are supportive, and they not gonna let you fall down. And she's the other one that won, the Queen Ty. So Ty, Ken Rainey, and another young lady named Leisha. They won the pageant, and I'm so forever grateful for them because they did an amazing job. We all did an amazing job. But one thing I liked is that we all stay connected. So it's a true sisterhood that you build. We locked in for life. That's right. And she's also from New York, by the way. Yes. So, yes. So we truly built a sisterhood. If I don't know what a sisterhood is, or if I've never had it, this pageant thing was it. And we have an actual creed that we read, and I believe in it because it's true. And what I like about it is that nobody forgets where they came from. You know,
Oh yeah.
even all the old pageant sisters that won from like 2016, 17, and all the way up until now, they all came back as a supportive system to everybody. And that's what I like about it. It's really, really a sisterhood. So um, yeah, so those are the good things about pageantry. Sisterhood, money, outfits. What else did I not cover? Make sure that you have your um, helper or assistant. Thank you. You did too. Oh no, that's Marilyn. I thought that was my sister. Marilyn, thank you so much. And make sure that you have your things locked in. Don't wait till the last minute. Even if you do stuff ahead of time, make sure that I would say it's how you call it. Make sure that it's locked in and a person that you can like trust and believe in because
Oh yeah.
quite a few of us had some little last minute hiccups. I won't really go into details, but quite a few of us had some last minute hiccups to where we basically had to help ourselves or we actually helped each other really to be honest. But I'm just saying make sure whoever you ask to be your assistant or your makeup artist or your whatever. Just make sure that you're locked in because things happen. So you could always have a backup.
Yes.
Also, even for me, I had a hiccup with my photography when I said I did an amazing photo shoot. I really was in love with the photo shoot, but something happened technology wise and whatnot. So I ended up having to get my money back and
Oh,
doing another photo shoot. And so that photo shoot was really good too. I just didn't feel like it wasn't my best because I was like trying to trying to work my way in there. It was the first time meeting that photographer, and it was a lot that went on. Oh, Kristen, hey girl! So another pageant sister just joined. She also won. She was the ultimate pageant queen. So she's been in the pageant before, and the director chose three people to come back and run again for ultimate, and she won the ultimate category. So when I say these girls are the bomb.com, yes, they are the bomb.com. And then I ended up doing my own makeup, which was okay because, hey, I got a lot of compliments. Everybody said it did
you
good.
look.
And I wanted to actually give a shout out to the company named Pharmacy because they are spreading across the country. They just hit Malaysia, girl, but they are in Puerto Rico, U.S., Canada, quite a few places. And anyhow, the makeup is a really good makeup because it don't make your skin itch. It's skincare infused, so it actually helps your face to stay like moisturized. You don't break out. Um, and there's a whole bunch of shades that you can try, to fit your color. We have some testers. It's quite a few things and reasons why I love that particular makeup. Because I wasn't really like a makeup person anyway. I just really started getting into it every now and then.
And
Especially
I
for,
remember when we went shopping, we went to Ulta. It was me,
yeah,
you,
yeah,
Marilyn, I think Myra, cousin Valerie, all of us together. And we went in Ulta, and y'all, she was like, "Well, cuz what I'm gonna do? There's so many brands." I said, "Girl, it's
yeah. I
you
didn't
gotta look
really know,
around.
back then
You
I was
can't
just
just
using
go."
like. And I used to use Clinique because Clinique is really, really good. And they was the only foundation that I had found to match my skin color. Because back then I didn't know much about MAC and all of them. Anyhow, fast forward, I ran into some ladies that they're from Savannah, Georgia, where I used to live, and we were doing like selling eyelashes and makeup and stuff like that. Then something happened with that business, so we decided to branch out and try another business. And that's how we met. That's how I got into pharmacy. And I love pharmacy because we don't just sell makeup and skincare. They sell stuff for your
Oh
house.
yeah.
We have a whole men collection, um, makeup, skincare, household. We have a men's collection. We have like so many products that people can really try and get into. Actually, I'm wearing one of the lipsticks right now. It stays on for 8 hours or more. It's a matte liquid lip. And I love this one because of the color. But when I wear the red one, that's when a lot of people really be like, "Oh, that's a nice lipstick, nice lipstick." So I just try to stay within the same shades. There are some neutral ones that I did try, and I like those too. But yeah, so I basically came prepared for pageant. I put my best foot forward. This was my first time, so I was super excited. I did my own makeup. I had some nice clothes. I walked out there in front of all these people, and then you got the judges right there at the end of it's a T walkway. So when you come out, you stand right there at the front and then you walk all the way down and you let the judges see and do whatever they do. And I guess that's like the most nervous part is to be right there with the judges, but I didn't let it bother me. I just went out there natural, because it's almost like a fashion show, but the only thing different is that you have to walk different and you kind of have to carry yourself a little bit different when it comes to the pageant because you can't be like you can give sass but not too much sass, and you have to walk like a certain way.
Yes.
We learned how to walk. That was the first thing she taught us was how to walk and how to stand. the first workshop, because you go through all these workshops. And one of the first workshops we did was how to walk and how to stand. And then, how to speak in front of people. And what I really liked is that everybody put their best foot forward, because you had a couple of people that was like, "Oh, I'm so shy, I'm so scared, I'm nervous, I don't talk in front of people." And what? When I said you couldn't even tell, they did an amazing job. Like everybody really did great. So I really enjoyed all of the pageant sisters and the girls and the mentors, the coaches, like everybody did a wonderful job. What I will say is that one of the previous queens did, because we used to ask questions, on do's and don'ts and the good and the bad and things like that, just so we could prepare ourselves. And one of the pageant queens did tell us, or me anyway, I heard it. I don't know about everybody else, but she did say that you go through like a roller coaster of emotions.
Oh yeah.
And yes, you do. And one of the moments, you actually feel like you don't want to do it anymore. And I went through that. I went through that like a week before pageant, which is crazy. It's crazy. But what I like is that my sisters didn't let me fall. They lift me up. They hug me. They push me. They, like even though it's a contest and we're all in competition with each other, nobody let that get in the way. So that's what I liked about that. That's one. So that's the good, and that's the bad, is that you do go through a roller coaster of emotions. Um, but when you learn that you come too far to go back, that's something that you gotta believe in. Especially when you really almost to the finish line. And the good part I liked about it was that when I started asking for donations, people from out of nowhere was donating. And it was people from like my high school. Like I don't even talk to them. We friends on Facebook, but they were supportive. So you have your family, you have your friends. Some are supportive, some are not. I did have a couple of best friends that, what, they were supportive no matter what, even if they couldn't come. My best friend from college, she bought a VIP ticket. She always shows up, especially for my birthday, and we try to
Oh,
meet up as much as we can, especially for holidays or whatever it is. And she couldn't make it, but she donated her ticket to someone else. So I really think that that was very nice of her. And then my other friend, she was going to try to make it, but that was her son's birthday weekend, so she still donated some money. So I like that too. So you have really good people in your corner. It's best to keep them, especially these pageant girls. When I say that I'm gonna be hitting them up for this and that and whatever, I'm definitely gonna be, and I try to be supportive as possible. So the three women that's going to nationals, I want to go. I want to go. I want to see how it is. I want to experience it. I want to be supportive. I'm excited about that. I'm excited for them. So yeah. So that's pageant.
and congrats, ladies. Congrats if you're just coming in. Congrats, congrats, congrats. And this is the journey. And not only this, cuz, but it teaches people about confidence. It teaches people if
Yes,
you're scared
definitely,
of just jumping out on faith and doing something more
definitely.
than ever, take a chance. And I tell people that all the time.
Yes, definitely. Now, I've done a lot of talking, so if you have any questions for me, please let me know. But I'm from New York, and that's how we do. We like to talk. We talk fast. We keep going on and on and on. So, feel free to, if anybody's on here that has any questions, let me know. I'm here for it. Yeah, so pretty much that's really all in a nutshell. I wanted to talk about pageant and makeup,
Oh
believing in
yes.
yourself, all those things. They all tie in together because you really don't need to put on makeup to look pretty, and that's one thing that I know for myself. I might put on a lipstick or something like that.
Oh yeah.
And, but most times I only do lashes and makeup if I'm going somewhere or it's my birthday or it's something special or whatever it is. because I really don't do too much of that. But I like the lipstick, so I definitely wear my lipsticks all the time. I just ran out of concealer actually because this is one thing that I did leave out for patch. Well, I was just using concealer just for makeup anyway at first because I was like, oh, this is beautiful. But for the pageant, like if you have tattoos on your arms or your legs, you
Oh
can't.
yeah,
They
they
can't
gonna
be.
want you to.
Yeah, they can't be shown. So I used up the rest of my concealer to cover my tattoos. And what I did was concealer first. You know, after you do the moisturization, concealer first. Then you put the foundation and you just kind of blot it out. You know, use your, if you have a good brush. Um, and I learned some tricks from a couple of the ladies on how to make it like stick um, the makeup to stay on your tattoos to be covered up because you go through like what 8 scenes, eight is 6 categories, and then you have the first two on the other two. So yeah, so yeah, so you have to cover up them tattoos, but we
They
still
yep, they want everything perfection. They want it to be covered. And cousin Marilyn said, "Congratulations to all the ladies. Y'all killed it. I've seen the
thank
pictures when
you.
she posted it, and I told mommy about it, and she said Cher's in a competition. I said, yes, she's in a competition. She's in
Yeah,
a beauty pageant, and she won second place. She was so happy, and she told me to tell you thank you and congratulations.
thank
That's
you
what she
so
told me.
much. Tell her I said hello, and I love her. And thank you so much. And we're getting ready
I
to
sure
plan
will.
the family reunion, and it's going to be in South Carolina, so you guys can come this time.
Because I know my brother was trying to make it to the other one, and he couldn't
Yeah,
make it. So this one is in South Carolina, and I fed. This is what I say when our family we keep in touch with each other, and people
yeah.
just like I do
You
this thing
have to.
24
You
7
have
which
to.
is Friday. And
Yes,
me and Sherry text. I have to text
yes.
Marilyn and catch up. But I've been so busy,
I
but
know. Me
that's the
too.
thing.
Me
We
too.
got to.
The pageant had kept me busy because I was constantly making sure I had the right stuff. You gotta have stockings, you gotta have shapewear, you gotta have outfits. It's like so much different things that you need. So that kept me busy, and it's a 6 month journey if I'm not mistaken. May, June, July, August, September, October, November. Yeah, it's a 6 months journey. Um, and I forgot. Oh, I think I talked last time. Did I talk about the community service?
Yes, cuz tell them about
Yeah.
that because there's a lot of people want to know what we can do, what people can do to get involved, especially even pageant, community, whatever it may be.
Okay. So yeah. So part of the pageant, you have to do some community service hours, and I really enjoyed it because all I did was Google like community stuff in my area, um, and a lot of different things popped up. So one of the ones was actually across the street from my house. The other one was around the corner. And then as you go along the way, different ones will send you emails and things. You sign up on the volunteer list. And the two that I chose that I did the most work at was, well, all of the ones that I did involved children or giving back to the community. Um,
Yes.
one was with children with disabilities, and they make items out of cardboard for children with disabilities. And when I say that thing is like, wow, you cannot even believe what they do, the whole process. It's nice. And then the other one I did was clothes for children, clothes and shoes for children who are not able to get that. And it started out with a lady who was a teacher, and she saw a child coming in. I might get the story all wrong, but it's very similar. It was a child coming in like during winter time or something. They didn't have a coat or a jacket, and the lady,
Mm.
I think, took what she had and sent the child home with that. And then, but she had like a little note that she wrote, and after the child, I guess, was able to get whatever they got, they try to return it, out and back to her. But she felt it out of her good heart and kindness to start this note. They call it note in the pocket. So if you look it up, you would see the whole story and everything. But yeah, so it was about giving back to the community. The other one I did was a back to school event, That was nice. The whole city of Durham had came together. Durham Rescue Mission, anyway. They did a back of school event, so I was able to serve that way. And I also went to the women's shelter. That was a nice one. I went to the women's shelter and helped serve food, lunch. Um, so I did different ones, but I really enjoyed it. We only had to have 25 hours, but the lady that's on here that won, her name Ken Rainey, she did I think almost 90 hours of community service. She won that category. She did it. And then another lady, she did 60 something hours. So it's not just about the pageant and the sisterhood. It's about giving back to your community. And in actuality, I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back to these places that I started my journey, and then I will continue to network, because that was really nice, that I got to meet other people who do community service or volunteer work in different areas. And some of them are into, makeup, beauty, and skincare as well. Um, and I also volunteered at a health fair, and that was nice too. So I was able to network at the health fair as well. So yeah, so if you get a chance to community service and volunteer, do it, do it, do it. I suggest it because it's a great learning experience. And
And I see two of my colleagues here who also are involved in the community because I see my colleague Now's the Time who's also from New York. I see
hey,
Alvin Tit for Tat, this and that in the Texas area. And when I tell you they're both boots on the ground, hands on with helping out in their community, whether it may be protests, whether it may be standing up, whatever it may be, they are hands on. So like my cousin just said, and one thing I can say about our family is that we give back. We help when we need a lending hand or a helping hand, and that's just in our DNA. We help whenever we can. So definitely.
yes, yes, yes. So um, yes, follow me. You can follow me. I don't have a problem. Follow me, follow me, follow me. I do makeup, skincare, beauty. I help people that um, need to know that they're beautiful from the inside and the out. So I had to prepare myself for pageant. So I was doing like weight loss classes, in the gym. I was also doing various things like um, giving back to the community, and I also did uh, like the shakes and stuff. I sold some coffee. By the way, if you are a coffee drinker, this coffee, it helps to shrink your gut, so your belly can go down. It also helps with other things, not just weight loss, but like lowers your sugar, your blood pressure, um, things like that. And it has some vitamins and nutrients in it. If you're a coffee drinker, I suggest hit me up for the coffee. It's very inexpensive. We now have the mushroom coffee too. I haven't tried it yet, but I promise you, I am going to buy the mushroom coffee and start selling it because everybody kept asking me before about the mushroom coffee. And I was like, no, we don't have it. We don't have it. Now we sell it. So now I can boost my business, boost my business. Listen, it is out. My aunt is on here. She's my business partner. And the mushroom coffee is definitely out. So if you are interested in weight loss, if you're interested in just losing a few pounds, um, you know, I have different tips and tricks that can help you. I've lost a total of 30 pounds so far. I'm pushing for my next 20 um, to go down some more, um, just to get to a decent, healthy like weight. Um, I got you, cuz I got you. I got you, cuz I will hit you up after this to make sure I let you know the price on the coffee and um how much you need to sell to buy it. And I can ship it straight to your house. So that's what I like about these products. Um I can send you a link, you can order it yourself, or I could order it for you and I could ship it straight to your house. So yes, coffee. I do the protein shakes because the protein shake is a meal replacement shake. So I'm not eating all day. I'm not snacking. My problem is I work at night, so I'll be up. Even though I'm moving around, sometimes I'm not moving around, but it's like I be wanting to eat, eat, eat. So instead of doing that, I've now transitioned to just doing. I ain't been taking nothing but fruit at night to my job because that's what I said I'm gonna do. Fruit, trail mix, and then I do water, coffee, tea, protein shake, and I do it in the day and then I do it at night. So that's a meal replacement. So I'm not eating all day long. So I usually just have like one meal during the day and I try to make it be as nutritious as possible. But one thing about the meal replacement shake is that it has all vitamins and nutrients in it that you need. Um, Even like magnesium, chromium, vitamin C,
Oh yeah.
D, E, all of that is in the protein shake, meal replacement shake. And I have some of the small packets. If people want to try it before they buy it, they can do that as well. And that really comes with anything. I don't think they have to try before you buy lipsticks, but they do have now. You can virtually, I think, try on. And if people want to come on and do workshops with me, and I could show how to do application of just a basic touch on your face, and one thing I was selling to boost my um, money for pageant, I started to sell these skincare masks. I went live with my mother-in-law, and then I did one myself before. The mask. When I say this thing work, and it's only like, well, I've been selling it for $5 each, and it is a moisturizing mask for your face. Skincare. If you are a person who likes to have good skin, I have some great products. I use the calendula, everything, but they have tea tree, they have the age reversing if you're an older person. I have a client in my church who bought some age reversing product and she absolutely loves it. She came back and was like, "Thank you for introducing me to these products. I really love it. I really enjoy it, and I'm going to come back and buy some more." So that's what you got to do is sell your product. You can't just talk, 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 but you're not a person who uses, if you're in the makeup, skincare, beauty business. And my
Oh yeah.
friend, I'm saying friend, but my friend who's also pageant sister, the queen that won, um, Ken Rainey, she is a paramedical tattoo artist. She's here in Raleigh and Durham. If anyone is interested, if you have scars that you want to cover up, if you have some type of surgery or some type of, things like that, she can fix it. And I haven't been to her shop as of yet. But I'm not just here to boost my business. I support other people. I boost other people's business as well. And she has a thing over there. I mean, her shop where she do like the nano brows. She do paramedical tattoos. People who had like breast cancer, but they had like cut off, or
Oh
they have
yeah.
scars from surgeries. She can work on it and fix it. And so that is another side of the beauty business that I think is amazing. Because people don't really think about these things when people feel low or their confidence might go down because of a
Yeah.
scar, or they might not feel beautiful and whatnot. And that's what I enjoy for me is encouraging other people to know who they are and whose they are. And so anybody who's in the beauty, makeup, skincare business, I think that that's amazing because you help other people to boost their confidence up, and I think that that's completely amazing. So yes, there's various ways, and I see one of the friends say I volunteer for the children every month. Continue to do it because you know what? some of those children don't even have people that they look up to, or they may not feel wanted or cared for or loved. So if you into the children, volunteering or even just as a job, do it because I think it's amazing. So I teach children's church at church every Sunday morning, and those kids are my babies, and they know. And I had to go with one of the young girls. She said, "I'm not your child," because I said that they were my adopted children. I'm not adopted, when they get a certain age and they talk and stuff. Girl, you are my child in the church, in the spirit. You are my spiritual daughter, because I don't have any children. So me loving on other people's kids, that's one thing that I like, to try to help out as much as possible. So I was just responding to one of the one of your friends had wrote something. But yeah, so everybody, you guys look me up. I have my business for pharmacy, and it's amazing. If you need anything else as far as um, makeup, skincare, beauty, it may not be me. It may be somebody I know, because I've been really networking and things. So if you guys are really, really into makeup, skincare, beauty, and you might need a little bit of help, a little boost of confidence, that is
Yes.
me. That's what I'm here for. And I will be opening my business soon. I don't know if it's going to be the end of this year, but I'm going to give it like 6 more months for me to work on it. And I will be opening up my business. Um, my name is Sherry's Angels, and I chose that name. My friend actually helped me get a name, but I like that name because my thing is I want to be able to help other people, especially children. I will encourage them to love themselves. I will encourage them to um, get themselves ready for the real world, you know. And things like that. So that will be my business coming up. I will be doing like tutoring classes. I will be doing some classes to help others to learn, about themselves, but also to help build themselves. That's my thing. I want to be the person who helps to build other people up. That's my gift. And so I will be opening my business real, real soon. But for now, I'm into makeup, skincare, and beauty, and I absolutely love it. Especially that I can help other people to build their confidence. You know, I think that that's very important nowadays because people will say stuff that'll tear you down in a hot second. They will
Ooh,
say something, and but you gotta be strong. And so um, yeah, that's pretty
and we
much it,
know
all in
we
a
talked
nutshell.
cuz about it. So that's the thing. She's always been like this, where she tries to bring, where Sherry brings happiness to you. And I remember the first time I met her. I told you guys the story of how I met her at the family gathering, and
Yeah,
then we went shopping from there. And
yeah,
then the third one where we was at Maryland's, and it was all of us together collectively, and
yes,
there was so much joy in the room with our family. We bring joy, and
yes,
what I see, what I give on the show is what my family gives. So it doesn't just run through
exactly,
me, it runs through my family. But
exactly.
collectively, everybody has their own personality. But we're all going to be fun. We're all going to bring you a good time, and we all going to make you feel confident about yourself. There is no
Definitely.
feeling uh, down, shall I say. Nobody likes to feel down. Everybody likes to feel good. And what you're doing, cousin, is making sure that people feel good about themselves through your products that you're selling. So I'm gonna keep bringing her back on the show because y'all girls, when I tell you they were requesting, my colleague Deshaun was like, "When is your cousin coming back?" I
Oh
said,
yes,
"She's gonna come back. I'm gonna bring her
I'm
back, and
super
then Alvin
excited.
asked too."
Yes, I was just so busy with the pageant. I was like, I'm gonna just wait until afterwards so I could talk about it. And it was really nothing bad to say. about the pageant. That's one thing I like about it. It was truly a great experience. It was nothing bad to say at all. The only thing I said was like the roller coaster of emotions. And
Oh,
even though I'm a people person and I like to talk and speak and I've done classes and all that, I still kind of was like a little shaky with my speech. But I mean, when I got up there to do it, I did it. And it was like it's like a weight lifted off once you get through the speech portion. Everything else is easy after you just got to get dressed and put on makeup. So,
sure
oh
did,
yes.
Alvin.
Yes, you guys, thank you so much. I appreciate the welcome, the support, the everything. I'm gonna drop my link, so people can purchase or at least look at the catalog. And if you're interested in any product, please let me know. Because if you go through me, I'll get the 50% off on the products, and then I usually just charge a little extra for shipping and tax. That's with everything. Everything you buy, you gotta have shipping and tax. But um, yeah, I will drop my link so everybody can look at the book, and I'm pretty sure you'll find something you might want to look at or try or whatever it is. Um, and I'll actually post pictures too, because I posted one picture where I did my own makeup on the first night of the pageant. The second night, I didn't. I don't think I posted a picture, so I need to go ahead and post that so people can see. And then when I come on your show the next time, I'll do
Yes,
like
because I am going to bring
make
her back, y'all.
yeah. So I'll do like the makeup application type thing so people can see. You know. How I did it, what I did. And I don't do anything to my eyebrows. I go get them waxed at the place. And yes, I love the hair too. And I don't do my eyebrow, but everything else I'll put on, you know, a light coat of everything. And so
There he is, girl.
yeah.
He was asking about you. When
Hi.
she comes back, when is your cousin coming back? My colleagues, they've been asking because I had Sherry on the show twice. And it's going to be a ritual. It's like I said, she's co-owner
Yeah.
here at Style by Stevie. So when I say I have a group of women that are behind me
Thank you.
and this brand, she's one of the women. And my mom also as well, too. So shout
Yeah,
out to my cousin.
one of the questions that they asked was like, if you well, I didn't get this question, but they asked something about like who was the person that like a plus size person that you would look up to, and I was gonna say my mom because you know how my mom is. She's quiet, she's
Auntie,
humble.
yeah.
Yeah, she's quiet, she's humble. She has a beautiful spirit, and never once did she make you feel like you're not beautiful. As I'm my mother's only daughter. I'm also the baby, so I was a little bit spoiled, but my mother let me be me. You know what I'm saying? That was one of the things that I like. I wasn't like out of boundary, out of order, stuff like that. But my mom let me be me. So people that we should look up to are people that have poured into us because we have to
Oh, yeah.
carry that legacy, even with grandma, who passed away some years ago. I used to go to her. Well, my mom used to send us anyway, all down there all the time. But when I was at grandma's house, I used to do her hair. I used to braid it for her. I used to, still make her look beautiful, even though she was an older lady. And they had some good skin now. That's one thing I can say. They had some good skin. So I've just learned to take care of myself from the inside and out from since I was a young girl because my grandmothers, poured into me, both of them. My godmother, my mom. So, just people in general, they will support you but push you,
Oh,
in the
yeah.
right direction and make sure that you follow that path as a young individual growing up. And I went through my time frame where I didn't like, how I looked or, stuff like that because I was a big girl, But listen, I came a long way, baby. Can't nobody tell me nothing. Can't nobody tell me nothing. So, I just, and I like that I learned to love myself like that because I can now encourage other women, even children, you know, who might have the same struggle that I did. So
And
gotta
I was
love
just talking
yourself.
to Sean today, cuz about kids being bullied in school and their confidence when they see
Yeah,
things. There's a lot of peer pressure, especially with social media, all of these things that are happening. They see these things and they figure something is wrong with me. No, nothing is wrong with you. It's something
yeah.
wrong with that person who's battling with their
Who?
own issues, their
Yeah,
own lack of confidence.
exactly. And they're
So,
taking it out on you. Exactly,
yes.
exactly. Give me 1 minute.
All right, Fashion Dolls. Hi, spoken creator. Hi, Dante. Yes, still going strong. I'm here with my beautiful cousin, and we are just talking about confidence. And she also placed number two in the beauty competition, Miss Full Figured North Carolina. And this is my actual cousin. My other cousin is here as well, too, Maryland, you guys. So it's a family affair, family coming in, and then my fashion dolls, my colleagues, Alvin, Deshaun. It's just a beautiful day. I'm elated. I'm happy. I'm glowing, and y'all can see it because I'm surrounded by family. So
Yes. Family is everything, especially the ones that stick in it with you and help you
mhm.
out. And a lot of the family members was very supportive to me. They donated money. They voted for me. When we had the competition for everything, and I really enjoyed that um, feeling. And so next it's time
And
for us to
spoken said
plan.
congrats.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I don't know if I'm gonna do it again next year. I'm still thinking about it, but I think I will. I mean, because like I said, it was a great experience. From the beginning to the end, there was not one thing that rubbed me the wrong way, about doing a beauty pageant. And I was glad because it was like, what happened was, so this is how it all got started. So I joined with my friend, my church sister. We just randomly was talking about, you know what? We are beautiful too as plus size women. We ought to put together a company and start a fashion show and do all of this. So we started doing the plus size fashion shows. And with that, she reached out to the person who does the pageant and she helped us to coordinate the fashion show. And so that's my other business. So I'm trying to do more. I'm trying to do more than one business, like a lot of people do. You got to have your hand in
Yep.
some of those pots, baby. You got to be an entrepreneur. And so my other business is the Plus Size Fashion Show, and that's how I met the director. And after I met her, and we started doing like fashion show practice, how to walk, what to wear, things like that. She began to talk about the pageant. I was like, pageant? It's a pageant from plus size women? Like what? Miss Full Figured uh, beauty pageant. And when I said, I was like, okay, let me think about it. Might be something I might be interested in doing. How much is it? Okay. Da da da. Start talking and networking. And that's how I found out about the beauty pageant. And one of a girl that I went to junior high school with, I reconnected with her on Facebook and started. I seen that she was posting stuff. I was like, oh, I didn't even know they had one of those things. And then I saw her pictures. But anyhow, so she encouraged me to want to do it because I seen her photos and stuff. And I was like, oh, well, maybe okay. So anyway, I started talking to the lady and things like that. But anyhow, it's truly been a great experience from the front to the back. It was just
And
a
if
great
you do it
experience.
again, I'll be there to support because
Yeah,
I'll
I
be
think I'm gonna do it
reposting
again. I'm really thinking
When you
about doing
popped
it
in one of
again.
my conversations, I shouted it right out, and I shouted it out a couple times here on the platform. So that's why the people came, and they're following you. My supporters, my viewers who always tune in faithfully, now they are following you.
Yes, and
So
I'm just gonna continue to build because I just started Instagram with you with your help anyway. I
yeah,
just got on Instagram, so I'm grateful for that. But I gotta start boosting more and promoting more. But so far, I've been getting a lot more followers, and they're liking my pictures and my photos and different things like that. So it's good to let people know, about makeup, beauty, skincare, because a lot of people are not really into it, and that's okay. But still know who you are is my thing.
oh yeah,
You know, don't let nobody tear you down or tear your confidence down or make you feel no type of way. That's my thing. You got to be strong. Yeah.
absolutely. And
Yeah.
what I would say also as well too is do it with confidence. Be bold. Be bold
Yes.
about it. Because I mean, standing up and speaking in front of people, I would have never expected. Because my cousin here, she's also a minister as well too, and I
Yes, I
also
am. Yes, I
Uncle
am.
William, he's a minister as well too. So I mean, it's normal for them, and even for me, I had to come out of my shell to speak publicly in
Yeah.
front of
Yeah.
people. So
Yeah.
it's nerve wracking at
It
first, but
definitely is
once you do
nervous
it,
a
you're
little
like,
bit. You do.
I
Even
want to
when I
do it
like
again.
like what like 2 weeks ago, was it 2 weeks? Like 2 or 3 weeks ago, I had to preach, at my church, and I still get up there and get nervous. So it's just a learning process, and it's just an ongoing thing. The more you do it, though, the better you get, and that's what I learned as well. And the assistant director was very helpful with helping us with our speeches, what to do, how to do it, and things like that. So some techniques that she gave us, write it down, rehearse it, recite it, record yourself, look in the mirror, talk about it. It was a lot of tips that she gave, and I really enjoyed that. So I really enjoyed the whole entire pageant experience. So anybody that might be interested in doing either fashion shows, makeup, skincare, beauty, pageant, anything like that, please let me know because I will be of any assistance that I can as much as possible.
And I most definitely will. Cause do we have any questions for my cousin here or myself, Fashion Dolls? 'Cause y'all popped up, y'all came in and popped up and showed so much love, and still, yes, still going strong with the content.
Yes.
Spoken, going strong.
Anybody have any
And
questions?
let me go back through and read in case I missed
Yeah.
anything.
I
Y'all
think
came
I've
in.
answered pretty much all of them, but yeah, we can go back and see.
Yes, Alvin said he volunteers. They said you looked amazing. Concrete Jungle, locked in for life. You did amazing. All about the talent, yeah,
Hmm.
the talent portion. I think we caught up on everything,
Yeah, I
cause
think we caught up
from
on
the beauty
everything.
aspect to confidence to everything. Before we wrap, because this is so good, because of what would you tell anybody about stepping out on faith? Because it can be scary at first to go out and speak in front of a bunch of people. It can be nerve wracking because you're like, okay, oh my God, I'm gonna mess something up. But what would you tell them? Cause
So one thing I would say about stepping out on faith is just know who you are. Know whose you
yeah,
are. Now, one thing I learned is that God would never leave us nor forsake us.
come on,
And there's a scripture in the Bible that talks about God as being with us always. So that means every step of the way, He's there. But one thing I do know is that you have to communicate with Him. He's there, but you want to let Him know your plans. Talk to Him. He said He knows the plans He has for you. So if you talk to Him, let Him know He's going to show you the way. And, He talks about us being fearfully and wonderfully made. So, I mean, there's
His
quite a few
image,
scriptures
yeah,
that you could talk about that can help you boost your confidence. You put one foot in front of the other and you keep going. He talks about falling down and getting back up. It's a few things that you can read in the Bible to help encourage yourself, and that's what I do. I just pick like few good scriptures that I know, memorize them, recite them, and different areas of my life. I know the plans I have for you, things like that. And then one thing I do is I make sure I give into the church, give to if someone needs help, and if I'm able to give, care, share, I do all of that. So yes, step out on faith, talk to God, keep putting one foot in front of the other, and you can boost yourself, boost your confidence, and make sure you have a good support system because there's nothing like not having a good support system. And sometimes it just has to be you and God sometimes, you know. But yes, I would say as far as your faith goes, that's your number one thing with everything. The lady, even the lady that won, the queen that I said she's from New York as well. Girl, when she got on that stage, she did her little shout. When I said I was shouting with her, because and even in her speech, she talked about the Bible says, you know, oops, my earring came out. She talked about what the Bible says in her speech, call things as though they are, and she did just that. So keep your faith in all things. That's your number one thing. So
And put God
anyway,
first, because
thank you for
grandma,
having me. I really, really appreciate it. I'm actually getting ready to go on my devotional call right now. Yeah, I have
okay.
so anyone's interested in ministry, I do a 5 o'clock every evening with a group of ladies, and we have devotional at 5 every day. And on Wednesdays, I have a Bible study with another lady at 6:30 to 7:30 on the phone. And then I have a Bible study that starts at 7, also on Facebook Live with one of the ladies who's my church sister, but also my business partner. So if anyone is interested in the ministry for either prayer or Bible study or any kind of help in that direction, I'm here for it as well.
And the scripture I would close out the show with today is Isaiah 61:10. And it says, I delight greatly in the Lord. My soul rejoices in my God, for he has clothed me with garments of salvation and arrayed me in a robe of his righteousness. So celebrate the life you have and live life to the fullest. Jumping out on faith can be scary at first. And I remember me and my cousin Sherry, we were talking about her participating in the beauty pageant. And she was telling me, I'm nervous. I don't know what I'm aware of. When we was at cousin Marilyn's house, and she was like, I don't know if I'm gonna go with the green or the purple dress. I'm like, cousin, you got this. You got this. Those are my words to
I
her.
wore red.
So,
Everybody loved the red.
so to anybody who has questions about stepping out on faith, you guys know I live for the gusto. Just do it. Do it. Seize
Yeah,
the moment. That's
just
that's
do
all we
it.
got. So with that being said, Fashion Dolls, I'm gonna have my cousin's information tagged so you guys can go and follow her and check her out. Pharmacy. It's gonna be like a ritual. I'm gonna keep bringing her back because again,
Yes,
she's co-owner of my platform, Style by Steve. So it's her and my mom, and of course the beauty and makeup contributor Melanie Malamar Bridges, a group of amazing women behind me. So thank you, cuz, and I'm gonna do. We got to do it again. We got to do it again.
definitely. So before I go, I'd like to shout out my director, Perusia Jones Sheeran. She did an amazing job with the beauty pageant. This was her 10th time doing it, her 10-year anniversary. And so it was really, really big. She does North Carolina and Virginia. So I just want to give her a shout out. Job well done.
Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. More of Miss Full Figure NC. And I'll keep you guys updated because my cousin, I'm gonna bring her back to the show. And it's gonna be more. So you guys stay tuned. And again, cuz I'm so proud of you. Congratulations, girl.
All right. Have a good day. Thank you so much, you
You
guys.
too.
And I'm gonna
Love
put my
you.
links and things down. Oops. Oops. Down in the comments, I'll put links so they can reach me and
Yes,
stuff.
you would.
My information.
All
All
right,
right.
fashion dog. And I will
Bye,
see
cuz.
y'all
Talk to you later.
Monday.
Love you. Mwah.
You too. Love you.
Bye.
Monday joining me, Leon Washington, Fashion Dolls, and I will see you then. Talk to you.